just focusing on finishing these last couple of days, and it's just another way that Coach KP is just trying to get his point across. So nothing a big deal, just kind of more reinforcing certain elements of what we're trying to do offensively.
Coach Marques said that the last 20 minutes of some of the practices have been a little bit flat. So was that happening a little bit again today, or?
Yeah, and it's about normal, for camp, and especially when we're challenging in these long practices. And, it's training camp. And, there's things that you got to learn and things you got to go through. And the only way sometimes to learn that is to do some things like this. So it's been really good for our guys, man. They're loving it. Yeah, and we're challenging hard. So it's fun to see them respond.
How have you felt about Josh's chemistry with basically what's almost a core receivers out there?
I think we're moving along. It's definitely not a finished product yet, but it shouldn't be it too. We're getting better every day, and he's developing. With a few guys that I really think, hopefully by the end of the year, it's kind of what he did with guys like Jordan Payton and Devin Fuller. And so it's happening every day. You can see it.
Who do you think he's really developed that with so far?
I don't know if there's one guy in particular, but I think guys like Kenny Walker and L and Buck, they're doing some nice things.
What about the backup quarterback battle? How have you kind of seen that play out?
It's going. We're just evaluating them on a per play basis, and we're not drawing any lines in the sand yet. Like I said, it's just the first week, and we haven't really hit the bulk of camp yet. So, but they're doing a great job. They came ready. They're well prepared, and sometimes you get to that third group, and there's a lot of things that go on, and you're like, man, can we just move on? But these guys are operating, so that's a great sign.
You guys have 7 quarterbacks. Is that tough it seems like some of them can't even get reps in. You got so many guys.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys that's good, and they're all great guys, and it's more than I've had last couple times when I was coaching quarterbacks, so it's a good thing. And,
how do those guys who don't get many reps handle it? How do they?
They're great guys. They understand the situation when they come in, and they love ball, and they want to learn, and they know that the work they do get, take full advantage of it. But they're great guys. They understand the situation.
What areas has Mike Faithful kind of progressed since the spring?
I just think inconsistency. I think when you go from a first group to the second group, it's almost like a 1A and 1B in terms of the quality work that he's putting in. And I'm really excited and proud of him. He's really taken to what we're doing, and he's challenging himself. He's outspoken in our room, and he's pushing not only himself, but he's pushing Josh, and he's being that senior that you want. So it's a lot of fun, to be around him. And he pushes me, So he's a great kid, and it's showing out on the field.
What have you seen out of Monster the last few days?
The nice thing about Monster is when he came in, we kind of just threw him in there and see how he handled it, and it's not too big for him. He went right in there. I put him in with the first group in a couple of periods, and he looked like he wasn't a deer with the caught in the headlights. And he's so even keel. Sometimes you wonder if he's ready to go, and then he'll step up in the pocket and just rope a ball on the sideline. So very positive things that he's doing, and I really like how what he's done here and his approach.
Is there a clear number 2 guy right now?
I think, like I said earlier, I think we just want to get a bulk of plays, and we want to introduce, our schemes and get them comfortable in them, and then let them play. And there's going to be a lot more time to really get down to that. And one of the things, even with Josh, all our guys, is that we're looking for consistency. And we got to get. This is the 4th or 5th day, and it's too early to even make any kind of decision, I think, on that. But one thing I will say is they are all doing well. They're not perfect, but things that they've made mistakes on or haven't played very well, and they come back the next day and they fix them. And so it's been very positive that way.
You mentioned that Mike kind of challenges you in some ways. How does your entire group challenge you when you're in that meeting room?
Or even on the field? Why? There's some guys you talk about the plays, and then they write the notes, and then they move on and they go study them. And these guys are always asking why, or what's the history of this play? Why are we running it? And why are we reading it this way? And I like that, and I kind of was like that as a player, so it makes it fun, and it makes it stale, and the type of camaraderie that start in that room is good, and it's what I want. I want guys to help each other out. I don't want guys to feel like they can't speak up, and so it's a good group that way, and we're having fun.
Has anyone stumped you yet with one of their why questions?
No, not yet. One thing, I've been in a lot of offenses. I think I had 8, I think, different head coaches, and I had like 8 different coordinators. I've almost been a part of every offense that you can almost be a part of, minus a few. So, but it's going to be fun, and they're doing everything right. So as a coach, it's exciting to teach them what I know.
Where has Matt made the most strides since the spring?
I think just understanding, what we want, understanding the schemes enough where he can feel really comfortable about, making throws. And I think in spring, some of the throws he wasn't making was just because he was nervous or didn't feel comfortable. And he's really made a lot of strides, and that he's been a bright spot as well. And so we'll see how it goes. And he's taking the bull by the horn. He's taking the reps that he's getting, and he's making the most of it.
Diamond's a guy that was very productive with wide receiver, obviously played some quarterback at the high school level. What has impressed you about kind of what he does?
Well, I think that he's committed to playing this position, and he's good enough to go play another position, but he wants to do this, and he understands this situation coming in, and he'll get some more reps as we move forward in camp, but he's studious. He's in there studying. He's always asking what he can be doing better, and so he's engaged. And a guy that in this situation can kind of go two ways when you don't get as much reps as you want early on, but he's staying focused. And he's a great kid, and that's the special thing about being here right now with this group is that they're all good guys.
Is there a plan to fully commit to him at quarterback, or is it his choice, or is it you guys just trying him out?
Yeah, and then that's what we told him when he decided to come here, and he signed. So obviously, if something else arises, that Coach Moore and him, they can sit down and have that decision. That's not my decision. And so as long as he's in my room, all I ask of those guys to give their all and be part of the team, be part of the group, and this is what he wants to do. And so as long as he wants to do that, I'm going to coach him.
Josh had one of those throws today where he rolled way out to his right and then slightly went back across his body to Kenny Walker, and it worked. But have you told him, I don't want you ever to do that after some throws last year?
I tell you what, with playmakers, you don't want to stymie that. You don't want to take that away from him. You just want to teach him when to do it and when not to do it. So, he's been doing that a lot his whole life, and for him, it's just learning to be smart with football. And if he saw a lane and he saw that there was no one in there, then he needs to make that play for our team. Now, if he didn't see anyone, he just blindly threw it, and that wouldn't be good. And those are things that we're teaching, not just him, but all our quarterbacks. So we want to teach him how to make these plays, because at some point, that's what quarterbacks do. That's what the best ones do. They make the play that they need to make, and they don't make the play that they can't make.
Nice.